here. There's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. Hit well. It is out of here. Encarnacion, first pitch swinging. Deep right center. First pitch of the 10th, and it's a two-run homer.
It's time for the Hum Baby Baseball Postgame Show. Brought to you by our friends at Corona Accounting Solutions. Do you need help getting your books together? Are you scared of tax time? Don't worry, the staff at Corona Accounting Solutions can help. Visit us at coronapdx.com and schedule a consult today. Corona Accounting Solutions. We take the fear out of finances.
Fitzgerald drives that one to center field, sending Doyle back at the wall.
Oh my goodness. First of all, shout out to Bob Melvin for going to get Ryan Walker. Because this was scary. That was freaking scary. I don't know what's going on with Ryan Walker. I honestly thought he was going to try to let him finish this game and that he was going to blow this thing. Thankfully, he went and got him. Despite Doval being shaky in the past, I'd rather have Doval in there after what we went through a couple days ago as opposed to Ryan Walker after he gives up 3 hits. Not 1, not 2, but 3 hits and 2 runs. It was just like deja vu. Remember, he had struck out one guy that last game that he blew. That was incredible. And as soon as I see Bob Melvin coming to get him, I felt good. I didn't care if it was Doval. I'd rather bring in Doval, take our chances, and under pressure, Camilo Doval takes care of it. And now you got to wonder, do we change closers? Does Doval the man? I think so. I think you got in the next spot. I'm not saying permanently you have to make a long-term decision, but I think the next safe situation, and this wasn't even a safe situation, he almost blew it. But the next safe situation, I don't think you can go with Walker. But let me know what you think in the freaking chat. Baby, are you there? Alex is here. What is going on, Alex Radford? Nice W. Hope Walker straightens himself. Doval might take the closer job back like I'm saying. Joe Boyd, this will be a long season. Doval and Walker do not know how to get anyone out. We have found our weakness. But you know what? The Giants won the game. 2-1 on the homestand. Won the game. Won the first game. Won the third game. Win tomorrow. We win the series. Giants still have a very impressive record this year now. 16-9. With this W, we got the W. That's the key. Just as if we had lost and had a good game, then it wouldn't matter. You got the L, so it's all bad. You get the W, it's all good. Despite the issues, bring up Weisenhunt. We got so many options. I mean, we can use someone like Weisen. We could use Team Birdsong wants to be a closer for a little while. Ain't gonna hurt. I don't care. We gotta use someone. Maybe, Birdsong's not, ready to close games. Why not? If he's ready to start games, he can close games if we're not going to put him in the rotation. John Wayne, congratulations on beating my fantasy baseball player for the Brew Crew. No problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate you jumping in. I'm sorry if you lost money. Love to see it for Doval. Seriously, drives me nuts how one guy can be so dominant all last year and then started this year, start imploding. And that's exactly what Ryan Walker's been doing. RK still says he'll be fine. Couple rough games. Everyone was trashing Doval not long ago. Yeah, I'm still not comfortable with Doval. That's why I'm talking about other options. The closers are going to blow saves on the occasion. No one expects them to be perfect. But This is 2 in a row where he has not just blown it. He has just sucked. He's imploded. He's giving up hit after hit after hit. What in his last 2 games has given up like 7 hits out of 9 batters? The stuff doesn't even look that great. He's hanging pitches. Bob Granelli will probably hit a home run off of Walker, no problem. But Camilo Doval, at this time, at this moment, maybe, we use him in the next opportunity, and maybe, I don't know what to do. I don't know. That's why I'm not the manager. Going to have to see, I guess. Doval's had a couple of blown-ups this year as well, not to mention last year. I mean, I don't love Doval as a closer. I'll be picking up the movie. I appreciate sending the movie. I will be checking it out 100% tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. At Friday at the latest. If I don't make it tomorrow, I'll get that. I'll have that on Friday. I appreciate that. Evening, Jenna and Zendava. Doval comes through. Walker should be done as the closer. Done. Absolutely done. Look, yeah, like 2 blown saves in a row is more to it than that. Even though he didn't technically blow a save today, when you actually watch those 2 outings, it's like, oh my gosh, this guy can't get anyone out. It's bad. You got to give it time. Put the post, and I'm going to read the post. You can see I'm back in time, working my way through the chat. They could have pulled Walker out of the mound before he allowed the Brewers to have 3 hits and 2 scoring runs. I mean, I think he's trying to be patient, but he had to get him when he got him. It was the right move to go get him. Send Walker to Richmond or some shit. Send him to Double-A. Send him to the independent leagues. When you're coming in 5 times a week out of 7, it takes a toll on your mind, and that's why a closer has to be strong. Can you look at the standings? I think we got help today. Yes, the Padres lost. The Dodgers lost. Rogers is dead. I don't know if Rogers is a closer, but he might be the better option. Sending 1 movie a month, that would be amazing. Can you check the standings? I don't know why I keep seeing the same chat. No control. You can leave a guy in with the heart of the order coming up. The bullpen has been the best part of the team all year. Can't start bashing the manager over 2 bad games. No, I'm not bashing the manager. I'm bashing the so-called closer. I'm not bashing him, but, I don't know. Give him a 3rd try. What if he stinks again? 4th try. At some point, you switch closers. At some point, you switch closers. Okay, let's check the standings. And maybe I don't want to be reactionary. I don't want to be too emotional about it. But I was confident when he came in today. I was like, Walker, let's go, baby. Let's go, Walker. Forget about that last game. And then he comes in and gets lit. And now, I don't know how confident I'll be if, I don't think we're going to see him tomorrow. I think he's going to get a nice day off tomorrow. I don't know why I clicked on the game. I was supposed to click on the standings. Let's see. Who's this? Eric Kurtz? Is this Kurtz? Got called up. Okay, let's go to the standings. Okay, let's zoom in. Let's scroll down. The Giants are now tied for 2nd place, 1 game out. 640 win-loss percentage is literally the best in baseball aside from the Mets, Padres, tied with the Dodgers, and I think that's it. Yeah. So this is still a great start. Kind of flattened out, have not played as great as we want to lately, but we're still winning games. Still winning games. Praise God and Webb. Charles Carbone. Oh, I didn't even mention Logan Webb. We don't win this game without Logan Webb. We don't win the game without Webby today. We do not win the game without Logan Webb and also a guy you might have heard of, Wilmer Flores. I believe he leads the major leagues in RBIs. He is on a pace to get 100 and at least 100, probably 120, 130 RBIs. He'll probably not get that, but he could push 100 RBIs if he keeps this up. He's having a phenomenal year as far as driving in runs and hitting for power. No home runs today, but Flores has been. This is what we pay Flores for. Clutch. Missed it last year, and he's back this year. He's back in full force. And, this team has been incredible so far this year at staying healthy, such a key thing. Everyone's been on the field aside from Schmidt, and I don't think we're losing too much sleep. I love Casey Schmidt, but let's be all the way 100%. We're okay. We can deal without Schmidt for a little while. Koss got a hit today, a critical hit in a critical moment. The Brewers defense helped us out a little bit there, but like to see Koss with a hit. And this has been a great season so far. This is the hottest start, I think, since like 2002. We got a super chat from the Salvation Army. 199. And today's stream is brought to you by Corona Accounting Solutions. Nothing like a little drama at the end of the game. Yeah, a little bit of torture at the end of the game. Flores is so clutch. Eric, you see my last post. I thought I told you not to do that. Let me see. I don't know. Imagine if everyone in the chat made their post and then said, "You see my last post?" Half the chat would be, "You see my last post?" I don't see it. Repeat it. I don't see it. But I do see this. $9.99 Corona Accounting Solutions. Now we're starting to roll, boys. Stay positive. Let's keep winning every series. Unbelievable support from Corona Accounting Solutions. Please check them out at coronapdx.com. Malone, you see my last post? You see my last penultimate post? We just messing with you. Don't take it personally, Logan. I genuinely thought I can't find your last post. Oh man, I'm looking. I do appreciate you sending me that movie though. Love it. I'll definitely add it to my DVD collection. Eric, what would you think the world would look like if we didn't need any green papers? No telling. Probably we'd be back in the Stone Age, to be honest. Probably we'd be back in the Stone Age, to be completely fair. Because every single society pretty much has green papers. They may not always be green, but we always have some kind of money, currency. Makes the world go round. Of course, I don't have a ton, but a little more today went into the Hum Baby Baseball business thanks to y'all's support. I do appreciate that very, very, very much. I apologize. I was trying to... Give me just a second here. Wilmer. Okay. Sorry if you could hear that sound. I was trying to get the Wilmer Flores highlight. Okie dokie.
Bouncing ball up the middle. And it's going to get through. One run scores. Lee's going to score. And it's 2-0.
How did that play? Was that pretty smooth, or was that 1 frame per minute? Eric, we need hitters. We have 5 dudes starting who are on the interstate. Why the heck did we sit a 300 hitter today? Walker just having mechanical issue right now. Put him in the 6th to work it out. I agree. I don't think we should cut the dude, but definitely let him work it out in the sixth in more or less critical situations and see what we can do as far as who we start and who we don't start. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but the crew we got out there is the crew they put out there. We got to rely. We got to get everyone some at-bats. I know you're probably talking about Fitzgerald. Matter of fact, speaking of Fitzy, who I love, the card of the day. It's a purple foil Tyler Fitzgerald. Love Fitzy. So you got to give Koff some at-bats. You got to give these guys at-bats because if something happens, someone gets hurt, all of a sudden they got to play. And if they're super cold and haven't been playing, there could be a problem. So we'll see Fitzy tomorrow. Got the W without him today. Got to get Huff some at-bats. We got to get Matos at-bats. We got to get VR at-bats. We got some weak points. Matos is hitting 147. And matter of fact, Adames, he did have a hit today, did score a run. I'm not impressed with Adames so far. I'm going to put it all the way 100. Send Walker to AAA. Perfect, Eric. Very nice. I appreciate it. Mint condition. At close range, I do not. But that's where the scoring got started in this game. That's the first two runs. Actually, this game was scoreless until the bottom of the sixth, and Wilmer Flores stepped up.
Bouncing ball up the middle, and it's going to get through. One run scores. Lee's going to score, and it's 2-0.
Wilmer is the freaking man with the freaking plan. So big knock right there from Wilmer Flores. And that is the first scoring in this game. And the Giants went on to score a couple more. And part of that was an error. I believe there was an error or a fielder's choice, but Wade hit a ground ball. It was a double play ball, and the second baseman couldn't handle it. Run comes home, 3-0. And then Christian Koss comes through with a base hit on a ground ball. Hey, it works. He used his speed to make it, and a run scored. 4-0 at that point in time. We go to the ninth inning. We got this thing on lock. Okay, setting up the stream, getting ready to go live. We feel like we got it, dude. I have full confidence in Walker, but turns out he couldn't get no one. Actually, he got one guy out. He gave up a base hit. Reese Hoskins. We'll let it slide. Gets Garrett Mitchell to strike out. I'm feeling good. Jake Bowers, cold off the bench, base hit. Caleb Durbin, hit by pitch. And I'm thinking, we just saw this. He struck out a guy, gave up a couple hits, and then he hit a dude. This is exactly what happened the other day. Go get him. I would have got him after the hit by pitch. Instead, they let him face Bryce Turang, who has torn it up all series, and Bryce Turang hit a ground rule double. May have kept another run from scoring if it would not have bounced over. Nevertheless, 4-2 at that point. That's when they go and get Doval. Churio strikes out, and Yelich grounds out, and the Giants somehow survive. Bob Best from Reno. Tax refund. Pay it forward. Enjoy the podcast and been watching some of your old videos, even if I've seen them before. That helps out a tremendous amount. Just watched one on the great comebacks today. World War II guys. Thank you so much. That is amazing. And also there'll be a new one dropping tomorrow about steroid Hall of Fame snubs. And I expect it to go viral. And I expect a lot of hate in the comments, but I'm completely okay with that. Because people are going to be pissed. Like, what? You think that dude should be in the Hall of Fame? You think freaking Sammy Sosa should be in the Hall? I kind of do. Not before Bonds. Okay, but I do think a lot of those guys deserve it. That will be viral. And yeah, start the hate. If you see the thumbnail tomorrow and you have time, I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean a lot if you can check it out. Even if it's getting boring, just simply turn it down and then just set your phone off to the side and let it run. We need that watch time. No, I'm just playing. Bob Granelli, we are facing a rookie pitcher tomorrow. A rookie pitcher. Okay, a rookie pitcher tomorrow. Don't we not hit against good rookie pitching? We do. Giants need Grant McCray. If we're facing a rookie, we got to take advantage of the rookie. Bonds got screwed with the haul. Eric, have you seen Children of Men? Never seen it, and I do not own it. Adamas hasn't shown me SH. Hold it. Well, you may run like Mays, but you hit like crap. Now, I had that movie recorded as a kid because it came on TV. Back in the day, it was not so easy just to own movies, and it was not so easy just to go to the store and buy it when you're, 8 years old, which is how old I was when that movie came out. I couldn't go see it at theaters because I was a kid and it was rated R. I couldn't rent it. My parents probably wouldn't let me watch it, so I had to watch it on TV. So it came on TV and I filmed it on VHS. But they edited it so it didn't have bad words. In that scene, he said, well, you may run like Mays, but you hit like his sister. And I always thought that was the real line until I watched the actual movie. And he said, you hit like shit. I was like, damn! There was a lot of cuss words in that movie I didn't know were in there because I had only watched over and over and over the TV version. Uncle Sam sending money. Thank you, Bob Best, for that. I do appreciate it. Bagwell and Piazza. I do point that out in the documentary. I do point out Bagwell, Piazza, and Pudge. Now, I don't know 100% on Bagwell. Piazza, there's a little bit of evidence, but I do believe Pudge did steroids. He was on that team with Canseco, Pudge, A-Rod was on on the Rangers a little bit later, but they had Juan Gonzalez. They had Rafael Palmeiro. It was the steroid squad. You mean to tell me that Pudge, who Canseco named in his book, didn't do steroids? Get on out of here. Get rid of Wade, Bailey, Matos, and Adames. Weird to see Bailey get picked off. And I do have a video of when that pickoff happened. Let's see if I can play that and my reaction to it.
How can we get picked off at first base? How can you do that? The is that about?
Glad that wasn't my coach when I played. Malone, bro, you've never seen Children of Men. You need to watch that as soon as possible. Anyone who thinks they're a fan of film needs to see that movie. Never seen it. I've seen Falling Down. I have seen Falling Down many times. But the one guy, if you really want, and no, look, I think that David Ortiz should be in the Hall of Fame. But David Ortiz failed a steroid. He had a positive steroid test in 2003. Okay? That same series of tests is the only test Sammy Sosa has failed. The evidence against Sosa is the same as the evidence against David Ortiz. They both failed one of those 2003 steroid tests. So why does Ortiz get in and Sosa not? Just throwing that out there. Thank you, AM Echo, for being here. I'm sorry for all the chats I missed. I'm going crazy today. Big W today, but I want to give a shout out to Logan Webb, the absolute man with the plan, the ace as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely love Logan Webb, and he is the ace. He is the ace. He's the absolute ace, and love Logan Webb. Actually, we got him on the channel here. Logan. No, we don't really have him on the channel. Zendava, Alex. We need to get some guys on the channel. I think I can do it. I've never been an interview guy. I've never really been that good at giving interviews. I don't know what to ask, And I always feel interviews are stupid questions because it's really not that much to ask. You know what I'm saying? So Eric, read my last response. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, make sure to tell me to read the last response in the last post. Jim, I'm looking back. McRae's hitting 253. I'm going to try to hit some River Cats games very soon. Here it is. Eric, where's Eldridge and how's he doing? You don't need backups. Cal Ripken played 20 years, didn't miss one damn game, and he played shortstop. Yeah, but he was not a human being. That's the thing about it. So, if we can get an alien from Krypton to play shortstop, you're right. We won't have that problem. Unfortunately, we don't have one right now. I'm out. Thank you so much, Corona. Baby, my mama said the Giants are going to be great, and it's looking like it. We're looking good, man. Imagine if they lost this game. Imagine if they blew this game. Logan Webb, player of the game. Logan Webb today throws 6 and a third, gives up 6 hits, 0 runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. His ERA is under 2. He's going to be an all-star. Buy your Webb all-star jerseys now. Eric Miller comes in and gets 2 guys out. Tyler Rogers with a scoreless inning. Ryan Walker, absolute garbage. And Camilo Doval completely saves him. I hope Ryan Walker gave Doval a hug and buys him dinner because, damn. And I'm dead serious. I think Ryan Walker gave him a hug after the game and said, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. You bailed me out of that one. Eric, would you read my last comment? Second, your player of the game. I love it. Yes. All day long. Not a human being. No, let's be all the way 100. Let's be 100 one time. Cal Ripken... Baseball's not the most physical sport ever. Like, it ain't football. I get that. I love baseball. But I know, like, playing 162 games a season has to be an incredible grind. It's a grind to do the post games for 162 games. It's like, damn, this season's still going? Holy crap. Like April, May, June, July, August, September, October. It's like, oh, my God. It goes on and on and on. Even for those who love baseball, it feels like a long season. Imagine being, a player. You go out there, and they don't just show to the ballpark at 6 o'clock for a 6:45 game. They're showing up at noon. They're working out all day. They're in the cages. They're going out there. They're working out. They're taking ground balls. That's when they practice before the game. So it's a full-time job, man. And I can't, and anyway, my point was, like, Cal Ripken Jr., that record is unfathomable. Even Lou Gehrig's is insane. I do think it's unbreakable. I don't think it'll be broken. I think Bond's record will be broken before anyone breaks Cal Ripken's record. What's my phone? Who's texting me? Oh, it's freaking scam. Let's keep it all the way real. A beautiful girl who I don't know texts me on Facebook and says, how you doing? Want to hang out? That's a scam. I know the scoreboard. Okay. Other guys are like, oh yeah, this girl likes me. Like, no, that's a scam. They're trying to take your money. All right, let's do it. Immaculate grid. I haven't looked at it at all. Let's bump it over. Yesterday's we did very, very quickly. And right off the bat, Cleveland and Braves. You know who comes to? Didn't Bartolo Colon? Did he not play on the Braves? He played on the Braves. Didn't he? I don't want to miss my first one. Maybe someone can confirm that. I know he played on the Rangers and the Guardians. It is a guy. It's a dude. It's a man. Probably. Sometimes you just know. They're saying kinds of things here that they don't even talk like an American, but the profiles. A girl, she looks like an American and everything, says lives in Phoenix, Arizona. What's your marital status? How are you doing today? Yeah, like a girl's going to text me out of nowhere and say, "What's your marital status?" That sounds like an American. What's your favorite Kurosawa? Eldridge, I'm sorry. He just Eldridge has just got called up. He hit a home run in his first at bat. He hasn't. He literally just started his minor league season, and he hit a home run right away. So far so good for Eldridge. Yeah, it's a scam. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to think. I know Bartolo Colon will fit either of these, so now I just need to think of someone else who would who played for the Braves and the Guardians. Braves, Guardians. Blue Jays, Braves. Blue Jays, Braves. Blue Jays, Braves. Wait, Braves, Guardians. Wait, Braves, Guardians. Julio Franco. Julio Franco. What are we talking about right now? What are we talking about right now? Which Hitchcock movies? I've seen several Hitchcock movies because I have a DVD, a whole set, but it's been a while. I need to rewatch them. The Birds, obviously Psycho. There's one with a longer name. I can't remember the name of it. I have to look it up. Get this ad out of my face. All right, so let's go with Bartolo Colon for this one. And Cleveland Guardians 200 wins. Oh, I could have went Colon there. Cleveland Guardians 200 wins. Can we just put Gaylord Perry? Does that count? Yes, 5%. Yes. North by Northwest. I've seen that at some point. Yeah, Edwin Jackson's played on every team. Blue Jays 200 plus wins. Can we go with Roy Halladay? Rest in peace. That was a shocker that day. I was on the computer, and this could happen at any moment. You know, if something pops on your phone or pops on your computer and breaking news, and it said Roy Halladay passed away. I was like, what? And it threw me, man. That threw me for a loop. Blue Jays, Rangers. Blue Jays, Rangers. Blue Jays, Rangers. Joe Carter? No, Joe Carter didn't play in the Rangers. Okay, let's go Blue Jays, Braves, and go Fred McGriff. I can't think of Blue Jays, Rangers. I need help. Octavio Dotel was, I just heard about that live. You guys, that was a shocker too. Anytime these younger players recently passed away, it happens, and it's like, oh my God, it could happen to anybody at any point in time. You never know. That's the scary thing. That is the crazy thing. I need help though. Blue Jays, Rangers. Let's think. Why can't I think of anybody? Jose Canseco? Jose Canseco. Jose Canseco. Jose Canseco. Let's go. Of course. Oh, man. 40 plus WAR. Hank Aaron. Let's just go with the obvious. Let's not mess around. Let's go with the obvious. 40 plus WAR Rangers. I wonder if Josh Hamilton had a 40 plus WAR. Nolan Ryan. Let's not take any chances. Let's not take any chances. I want to check Josh Hamilton's WAR after and see if he would have had a 40 plus WAR. I don't hardly think of Blue Jays. Yeah, Ruth. We need 40 plus WAR and 200 plus wins. So this is for a pitcher. Greg Maddux. Let's go with Greg Maddux. I'm still reading Chipper Jones' book. He talked about like his first game. There's a pop-up on the infield, and he was like charging for it. He wanted it so much. He was like, I'm catching that ball But Maddox had called it. Maddox was like, I got it. And, you know, Maddox is a veteran with gold gloves. You respect him. You let him catch it. But Chipper was like, I'm catching that ball. And he collided with Maddox. And Maddox was pissed. And Maddox was like, settle down, mother effer, you freaking rookie. And he just cussed him out the rest of the game. He was so pissed. Oh, man, funny stories in that book. I don't think of the Blue Jays. Verlander, wrong team. We got it all the way. 100%. We've got it. Let's check out the common answers. Lofton, McGriff, Chipper. There's Chipper. I didn't even think of Chipper. Cliff Lee, Marcus, I'm talking about him here, but Nolan Ryan, of course. CeCe Sabathia, Roy Halladay. Randy Johnson. Interesting. Roy Halladay's was the obvious pick. You think of 200 wins, Blue Jays, Roy Halladay. But I was wondering, only 40 Rangers have 50-plus WAR. I was curious if Josh Hamilton, no, he did not get a 40 WAR. Josh Hamilton, only a 28.1 WAR. Kind of surprising. Just didn't play long enough. He just didn't play long enough to accumulate. He only played 9 years, and injuries, relapses. But man, whew, what a beast he was in 2010. Oh my gosh! If he hadn't messed around with drugs and alcohol, that dude would have been not only a Hall of Famer, he would have been first ballot. And the moral of the story is, stay off the drugs. No, not a Hall of Famer. Good job. Another one. That's it for today, but we do got to do one more thing before we go. My favorite part of the stream. Accumulative. Yeah, war, the career WAR. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but yeah. Obviously, that single season WAR that year, I don't know what his single season WAR was in 2010. It was probably something off the charts. It was probably like a 12 or something crazy. I don't even know. I could probably find out, but there it is. D-WAR. 8.7. Still really impressive. 8.7 led the league. In 2010, that was a Hall of Fame season if I've ever seen one. I will watch the movie as soon as I can. Thank you for sending it. How you sure it's going to arrive tomorrow? You know how the mail is, dude. They're not so reliable. Let's do this. All right. When the Giants come to town, it's bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park. Cheer for the batter and light the spark. Fans of Giants baseball, sing bye, baby. If you wanna be in first place, bye, baby. Listen to the broadcast of Killian DR, and you'll see who we are. San Francisco Giants, and it's bye, baby. And it's bye, baby. There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. I want to thank all the support. Appreciate it. We'll be back. But first, let's just glance at what's on deck. Dodgers lost. Padres lost. D-backs lost. Who am I missing? The Rockies? Man, who gives a crap? Just messing with you. I'm messing with y'all, Rockies. No, but seriously, who cares? Tomorrow, day game, Landon Roop against Tobias Myers. Tobias Myers. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. 9-6 for his career. 3 ERA, 25 starts. He's had a little, he's had some experience, but he's a youngster, relatively young, from Winter Haven, Florida. I've been there, done that. Winter Haven. And he'll be taking on Landon Roop. Landon Roop, on the other hand, is also a youngster, and he's the same age. So both younger guys, both born in 1998. Roop, good stuff. Both were really good prospects at one point in time, and now they got to prove what they can do. Very similar stats, similar stuff actually. Good strikeout stuff, but not not exactly Nolan Ryan, but they're both very good pitchers. So it's going to be a battle tomorrow. But I think that the Giants win the series by a score of 6-3, and Tyler Fitzgerald goes deep. I'm going to take a little break from the microwave popcorn since I ate all that I had. But I will get back to it eventually. And I look forward to that. The white cheddar popcorn. I'm not going to order it because I want to see how long you'll ask about it and how many years you'll ask about it. Let's see if we can stretch that out a little bit. Other than that, y'all have a wonderful day. But no, seriously, I'm gonna get it soon. I'm just not eating popcorn of any kind right now. I'm not eating popcorn of any kind right now. When I do get back to it, I'll get to that white cheddar popcorn. All right, y'all. Take care. See you tomorrow. Giants win. Let's have a better ninth inning tomorrow. That's all I ask. See y'all then. Thank you so much to Corona Accounting Solutions for sponsoring the video. And I do want to give a shout out to their YouTube channel. And Jason Corona actually has a YouTube channel talking about tax season and things like that. So go subscribe to it. Go subscribe if you're inclined. You don't have to, even if you're not interested. Help out a friend, Jason Corona. Go subscribe to Jason Corona. Let's see if we can get him up there. He only got 10 subscribers. We got to bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. We got to bump those numbers up. You guys seen the Wolf of Wall Street? That's where that's from. Have a great day, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. Hit well. It is out of here. Encarnacion. First pitch swinging. Deep right center. Pitch of the 10th, and it's a two-run homer.
What did you say?